the mom is laughing because this is a real thing. It's like you choose your yearly gift and you get her the same thing. I would put like world's best mom. I would sometimes put my picture on it or pictures of my kids. So I thought she would like it, and she always said she liked it, but and then she said no more mugs. So I came up with a really good idea. The next year for Mother's Day, I took all the mugs and I hid them, and then I made a big big pot of coffee in the morning. And so when she got up, she's like, "Where are all the mugs?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's right, no mug this year." So be careful what you ask for and what you ask not to receive. But there's something interesting when we have something, we don't value them. But only when they're taken away do we see how valuable they are. I think just thinking about Mother's Day and thinking about the election, a lot of people were full of hope, maybe for the first time in a long time, about the government, about the future. And then after seeing what happened, they kind of said, okay, I'm never going to hope again. And sometimes that's how our life is. Last couple weeks ago, when I was talking, I was sharing about this disease called leprosy. And what leprosy does, it kills your nerve endings. And so you can't feel. And so you jam your toe and you don't notice, and so your toe starts bleeding. You don't get it fixed. Your eyes, they don't react to the dust particles in them, so you don't blink, and your eyes dry out and you can go blind. These are the results of not feeling. And hope is a little bit like this. We never hope for things that we already have. But when we don't have something, that's when we hope for them. But it's hard when we put our hope in something that maybe doesn't last. It's hard when we hope in a relationship. It's hard when we hope in maybe a family member. It's hard when we hope in a government to meet our needs. Because people and systems, institutions are always going to let us down. There's a story about a grandmother, and her granddaughter comes to her, and she's sharing all her problems with her grandma. And as her grandma is listening to all these problems, she puts 3 pots on the stove and starts boiling water. In one pot, she puts some carrots. In a second pot, she puts some eggs. In the third pot, she puts some coffee grounds. And at the end of the time, she kind of takes the things off the pot, off the stove, and she looks at her granddaughter and she says, "What happens to the carrot when you put it in the hot water?" The strength and the hardness, it becomes soft and weak and mushy. What happens when you put the eggs in the boiling water? What was soft and malleable then becomes hard. She says, but what happens when you put the coffee grounds in the boiling water? Actually, the coffee grounds stay the same, but the water has changed. And so she said to her granddaughter, be like the coffee grounds, be like the chai. Don't be affected by your environment. Don't let that environment, the pain, the struggles make you either soft and worthless. And don't make your heart hard. Instead, control what you can control. When you go into a difficult situation, how can you make that situation better for everyone else? So this is a little bit, as I've been thinking about the situation in Turkey right now, there's a lot of hopelessness. We had hope for a little bit and now it's gone. And yet each individual has the opportunity to make Turkey better. Right? It's not up to somebody else. It's not up to a politician. It's not because, the person you won or lost or wanted to win, won or lost. It's because each of us come together to make this little part of Turkey better. So coming to places like this is what we're doing. We're bringing light and joy into other people's lives. And there's a interesting thing. When Jesus was teaching, he said, blessed are those who know that they are poor. Blessed are those who are the poor in spirit. It's that same idea. The people that know that they are poor, the people that are poor in spirit, they know that they are not enough in themselves. And they know that they are needy. So part of living in this world is actually to acknowledge our need. When we say, I don't need anybody else, actually that isolates us from other people. But if we realize that we are poor and poor in spirit, it means that we need somebody else. It means that we need God. It means that we need help. And so as we are here contributing to love and entertainment, we're also here to say, hey, I need help. I need friendship. I need somebody else. Thank you very much.